Hello everyone, and welcome to the DTFX Weekly Recap. It's Friday, June 3rd. We've had a good week. The markets have moved a good bit. We've made some profit. We've stayed in the green, as we say, or the black. We've been profitable, and it's been a fun week indeed. Remember, we are Day Traders FX. We're a live trading group. We have live sessions every single day, Monday through Friday. As you can see, Friday today is our weekly recap. We do a weekly watch list to start the week off. And then all through the middle of the week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we do live sessions for market analysis and daily recaps and all of that. So we have a lot of activity. We're live every single day at 6 a.m. Pacific time, Monday through Friday. And it is a good time. Remember, if you'd like to find out more about the website, you're welcome to stop by daytradersfx.com. You can click on Join Here or Pricing, and that will take you into these pages that will give you opportunities to get set up for a free trial and see some of the membership levels that we have. Whether you just want some video on demand stuff or you want active monthly memberships, we've got a little bit of everything for a little bit of something for everybody. This is what our on-demand section looks like. Remember, you can always just rent or buy any single video we do. Today's weekly recap, the weekly watch list, any of our live sessions throughout the week, you can get them right here in the on-demand library. You can rent them for 24 hours or you can buy them for just a couple of bucks. Definitely worth the money. We cover many, many currency pairs. It's very active. It's absolutely a great time. Just as a reminder, if you do decide to check out the trade group, we've got a very active community. We've got some new technology that we're using to keep our trades updated. You can see the trade section here. We've got a live chat section. We have live tweets, all kinds of things happening, and including we have live sessions, live webinars once again every single day. If you have any questions about anything, feel free to head over to daytradersfx.com. You can always email us any question you can think of at support@daytradersfx.com or send us a Twitter message or on Twitter at daytradersfx. So we'd love to have you. Thanks for stopping by for that. Let's get down to trading. Let's get down to what these markets have been doing for us. We had a pretty good week this week. We took a couple of trades in the group on some pairs such as dollar CAD. We bought in some dollar CAD movement back here, grabbed some pips on the way up. It got a little choppy, so we took some profit, got out of this thing before the NFP news hit, and that was a bit of a big mover. So we saw some good activity on the NFP news. That played out pretty nicely. So we were able to make a little bit of money on dollar CAD. We definitely took some trades this week on euro dollar. This one has been a nice little mover. Euro dollar has been on the tear since the NFP news this morning. We traded a little bit back here, actually, surprisingly, with the ECB news kind of being a little less interesting than maybe anybody was expecting. So we saw some spiking up and down there. We got in on some pullback and traded this euro dollar just down from this area. Nice little technical setup. Gave us some good little profits. Jumped on that. NFP has made a big move on the euro dollar this morning. It's up 200 pips. We haven't seen that happen in a while. That was definitely a big miss. Looking for about 160,000 jobs, and I think 38,000 was the number. So, big push there. Of course, there's going to be the chatter starting about whether the Fed is going to have to hold off on interest rate hikes now or not. I'm sure that's going to get very, very back and forth. Remember, what we're going to do and what we're going to continue to do, which is what we've always done, is find good areas to trade, find clean price patterns, keep the fundamentals in mind, but just find nice, clean setups that will hopefully give us some good movement to work with. And when we abide by those principles, we're able to find some fantastic trades over and over and over again. It is very possible that next week dollar pairs could be very choppy because of Fed news coming up and because of a worse than expected non-farm payroll. And if that's the case, we'll skip the dollar pairs. We'll trade a bunch of others. There's some fantastic setups that we are definitely tracking. Specifically, one to think of here is the pound Swiss franc. This pair has actually done some very interesting, very, very good stuff for us. We have this awesome head and shoulders pattern here that has been playing out nicely. We've made some money on the way up a couple of times on this. And now it's running back down and trying to test this 141.50 neckline. It may plow right through that, and if it does, no problem. We're not in it right now. We're just waiting and keeping an eye on it. But if it comes back down to that neckline and is able to hold, we should see some very excellent trading opportunities around that area after some breaks and some consolidations and some confirmation that it's going to hold and be able to make its way back up. We're still looking for the 146 and for 150 to get hit on pound Swiss franc, and if this pulls all the way back into the 140 zone, 140, 150, and ends up holding, we could have a 1,000 pip trade on our hands, and so that would be very exciting. Just as kind of another little update on a pair that we're looking at, dollar CAD has had a positive movement today. We traded the dollar CAD this week. We made some money on it. We're starting to see this really kind of short-term head and shoulders pattern, which is interesting. I'm not going to talk about too many pairs because we'll save that for the weekly watch list and for the daily recaps, but we're keeping an eye on this dollar CAD, and as this little head and shoulders pattern forms, and with the news poking this down through that neckline, it's starting to look like we could see some of this type of movement here. If you look at it on the 1 hour chart, you can see that with a little bit of consolidation, with a little bit of pullback, we might get a retest of that neckline and a continuation down. If we do get a retest, we'd be looking to kind of do this type of a movement here. Let that hop around a little bit, trade that break, grab probably an easy 50 to 100 pips out of it. It's just what we do over and over and over again, basically every day, is just find these little pullbacks, find these areas to trade, and make some nice little easy trades. One thing that we're looking at on this little box right here, if this is a true head and shoulders pattern, and it's a small one, if it ends up playing out, first target we have is symmetry here, which takes us down to about 128.70 on this movement. So I think that's a fairly easy area to aim for, 128.60, 70. If this head and shoulders ends up really holding and playing out, then we're going to be looking for as low as a 127.00 target. So taking us right back down into these lows and into this monthly pivot and so on should be a nice little trade. We've got just a bunch of these kinds of setups going over and over and over again, and so dollar pairs might be a little bit volatile. They might be a little bit crazy this week. They might not give us anything worth trading, or they might really surprise and continue on in this new direction that we've seen from the Fed, or excuse me, from the FOMC news this morning. So absolutely a possibility there. We'll keep an eye on it, but we've got some interesting setups on pound pairs. Even some of the yen pairs are giving us some really good possibilities, and the CADs are always on the list, and we're keeping an eye on those. So there's plenty of things to trade if US dollar pairs don't give us a lot to work with. But very interested in trading euro dollar, very interested in trading dollar CAD, very interested in trading dollar Swiss franc this week. This coming week, because we've had some nice pullbacks and we should be able to start getting into those. And pound pairs have pulled back nicely. Hopefully we'll be able to jump into some of those as well. So, just a little kind of reminder on some of the things that we're going to be looking at. Again, this week in the group, members had just a good, positive, steady week. We had maybe a little less activity this week than we normally do as far as trades we're taking and so on, because some of the setups we were looking for, we were kind of just waiting on, and as the pound pairs pulled back, they pulled back nicely, and will hopefully give us some good entries coming into next week as they've retraced but still have very solid, very intact bullish patterns, and so that's awesome. You can see that the trade group is very active. This is just from the last hour or so. There is tons and tons and tons of activity and chatter, and you can see that a lot of the members are having very good experiences. We've seen most everybody have a profitable week this week. Actually, I didn't see anybody say that they didn't have a profitable week. We had a lot of positive weeks. We've had a lot of positive weeks, and this one looks like it was another good one. We always call it green, going green here, because what we're looking to do is stay green for the week, stay in the green. We focus in the Day Traders FX group on chain trading, where we're looking for calendars and just consecutive positive days in trading. Whether you make 1 pip or 50 pips or 100 pips in a day, you just want to stay positive day after day after day. Profitable is the goal, and so that's what we're focusing on. So that's why we always call it a green week. And so all the members that spoke up anyway had positive green weeks, and were able to make some good money on all of these trades that we looked at and talked about. We had a big wild pound Aussie trade that ran on for 2 or 3 weeks. It went against us a little bit. We managed our trade with good money management, and we were able to come out of that with some pretty excellent profit. The trade ended up going against us, a little bit bigger of a chunk than we normally would allow, but with good money management, everybody in the group, again, everyone that spoke out was able to hold on to the trade and make some pretty excellent profits on the way back down. And in fact, some members made more money on that trade than they've made on a single trade before or since. So the pound Aussie ended up turning out very nice. Euro dollar worked out well. Dollar CAD worked out. We looked at Euro pound and pound Swiss franc this week as well as Euro Aussie and a couple of other pairs, and everything is just kind of played out pretty nicely. Dollar CAD's looking very good, and we've got some nice activity in the works there. So hopefully we will see some nice continuations of this, but we'd love to have you come and join us in the group, get a 1-week free trial, and see how we manage everything. We've got a nice little weekly watch list that we do Monday mornings at 6 a.m. Pacific time, so come get a free trial to the group and join our live sessions. Always ideal to get that before Monday so you can start the week fresh with us and see everything we're looking at Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We do have mobile and email trade alerts that get sent out to all members when new trades are posted, so it's easy to keep up with things. Plus our group chat here is very mobile friendly. It works awesome on your iPad, any tablet, on your smartphone, anything like that. So it was a good week. We managed our profits. We came out ahead. Again, I didn't hear anybody say they had a losing week. Everybody made some profit that spoke up in the group, and we had another good trading week in the Day Traders FX live Forex trading group. So it's been exciting. It's been fun. We had a good time. We hope to see you in here with us. We have some very exciting trades coming up. There's at least 10 currency pairs that I can think of that I want to trade the heck out of going into Sunday, Monday. And going into the rest of next week. So should be exciting. We've got some excellent opportunities coming up. We're always just looking for good areas to trade, clean breakouts to enter, and some nice profit targets to jump out. And we seem to find those on a fairly regular basis. So we'll keep at it. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful weekend. Very best of luck to you. And we'll see you all hopefully on Monday. Take care.